Club for life.
Here's my 2017 deck profile Blue Eyes deck. This deck has gone through many different incarnations, but this is the one I've been using most recently for locals and such. And this is probably the one I'll be playing until the new format starts. So, to start it off, you always gotta run the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Best card of the deck, well, best it can be. Ferocious Dragon anyway. Then you gotta run the best effect monster, Alternative. It's a free level 8 body by revealing a Blue Eyes. Super easy to get out and just very strong. 3000 attack and it can blow up a monster. Too good, too good. Then, this is the choice I've been dealing with a little bit. Most people have been like cutting it down to like 1 and 2 and such. I've been keeping it at 3 because I kind of have trouble with Amorphous Goliath and such. And I mean, it's good. I feel like I like this a little bit more. But I mean, it's all to the, deck maker's choice and everything. But this card, too good with back row removal. And then, yep, White Stone of Ancients. This card. You know the times when you just gotta summon a White Stone and run it into a monster so you can start moving your plates and such? That's basically Blue Eyes when you brick. This is the card that kind of bricks you, but it's very important to the deck. In Sage, the actual playmaker of the deck, really. I mean, this is what kind of differentiates, like, Blue Eyes decks. I mean, they always run 3, but this is what makes the decks really go off. These always help out. And then, to add a little bit of, well, most people, I think, like this kind of version, is with the Galaxy Soldiers, because they're all light types, and this card is just so good. Cyber Dragon Infinity, oh, so good in League format. Too good. And then for our one-ofs, I run the 1 Arc Brave, pretty normal now in Blue Eyes. I mean, so good. This card you send it with a Dragon's Shrine, and then on your opponent's turn you just bring back a Blue Eyes or something. Too good.
It also works pretty good with Red Eyes.
Oh yeah, it works in every good Dragon deck, I think. And then the White Stone of Legend, one of that you always gotta run, just in case. Same with Master with Eyes, who's kind of actually helped me win a lot of games, really. Like, he's always helped me out, even though he's really weak. And then the Maxi, best card in the deck. Every deck that runs it, best card in the deck. Too good, this card.
It could get banned at one point, I don't know.
I don't know. Japan hit it to 3 after hitting it to 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. And one of the best draw powers in the deck, or searching kind of, is Trading.
I love that card.
This card is just, I love it. Sends to the graveyard, then draw 2. Ah, too good. I love this card. But it kind of is variable. Like, you might not get what you need, but this card, you know exactly what you're going to get when you activate it. And that's the Melody of Awakening Dragon. This card, way too good. I mean, like in the Chaos version, like the Ritual version, I don't personally run it because I feel like it's a little bit too bricky. But I mean, this version, every version of this runs Melody. No matter what version of Blue Eyes, it usually always runs this. Especially in the Ritual version. This card is just too good. And then, of course, you gotta run the 3 returns.
Oh, return.
This is just the Monster Reborn for Blue Eyes, basically, almost.
I think for Red Eyes, it's like, if you're going like main Red Eyes, you probably want to run 3, but if you're going like something else and you want to run 2.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Eyes, you gotta run 3. I mean, this card, too good. Whew. My favorite card, probably, in the deck. And my second favorite card, of course, would be Silver Scribe, which I run 2 of because I have the hard ones per turn effect on it. Only for the reason. But other than that, it's a great quick effect where you can summon your spirit on your turn to banish a spell or trap. So it always helps out. And then to Dragon Shrine, people have been cutting down it to 1 Dragon Shrine and a Foolish Burial. But I've been keeping it at 2 just because I like sending 2 most of the time. While I can't send a Master with Eyes, I still like the 2 Dragon Shrine more often because I can usually, get the Master with Eyes in my hand or in the grave by a Galaxy Soldier discard. Of course, 2 Twin Twisters just for back row removal and for getting stones in the graveyard when you break. Too often. And then you run the powerful one-ofs. Regeki, Soul Charge, and Cards of Consonance. I've been really thinking about this card. I'm not a giant fan of it, but it really does help though. I mean, I have 1, maybe 2, but I like it at 1 personally. And that is the main deck. Off to the extra deck. You go with the 2 best synchros, most of the time. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Man, this card's so good against like Rogue even, and against some competitive decks, because you can negate like cards in the graveyard and such, so they can't get like searches off with some Spiral cards and such, like Master Plan. But I mean, switching out for an Azure during your 4th turn, this card really does help with everything. And then, of course, you run the 1 Azure Eye Sliver Dragon, because of its effect, you know, to make it basically untargetable and undestroyable by card effect, which helps every Dragon type monster on your field currently. It also can bring back normal monsters from the graveyard. I mean, I just love this card. I really do like it. Can't run in more than 1 though, sadly. And then for the level 7s, which you summon off of Spirit Dragon by its other effect, are the 2 level Black Rose and Ancient Fairy. I like these 2, preferably other than Michael, because Michael's more of a your turn only play. I mean, so is Ancient Fairy, but I don't like Michael personally. This one, it can happen on your opponent's turn, and this one can help you summon like Crystal Wing and such, which is a really good card. Because it can also help you make Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon, pretty easily by special summoning a light monster from your hand for free, basically. And I mean, Crystal Wing, as everyone knows, is too good. Too good. Crystal Wing. And expensive for a long time. And then, because of the Galaxy Soldiers, you run Nova and Infinity. Man, this card has saved me so many times in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, so many times. And then for untargeting removal, you gotta run Heretics, Sun Dragon, Overlord. Man, I love this card. I think every version is running this or not, but so good, because you can send stones to the graveyard even, or anything really. Well, monsters, but it's so helpful in getting stuff into the graveyard and getting away things that can't be targeted, like Cosmo Ships and such. Pretty sure. And then you run number 38, because he eats spells, and he's good. I mean, one bad thing about him is he's only the 3,000 attack, and you can't like put different Galaxy Eyes XYZ on him. But other than that, I mean, eating spells is really good against anything, because one spell could shut off their entire hand if it's like decent even. And then 2 main Galaxy Eyes. I was running number 62, but I had taken him out. I mean, I like the card, but he just doesn't do enough damage, because his damage is halved when you don't have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as in the XYZ, which kind of hurts because it doesn't do as much damage as you want.
Show that card, the one to the right, a little bit closer.
This one?
Yeah, it looks a little bit too dark. But it looks
well,
nice.
It's an ultimate rare.
Yeah.
This is number 107, who I personally like going into more times than him. This guy I usually keep, and I summon him and use his effects most of the time, rather than XYZ over him, because it's good. I mean, so is Galaxy Eye Cypher. He can also help you do other things, especially when that light type Link monster comes out eventually. He'll help you a lot. And then you run these 2 XYZs, because this one can, and both of these can go over any other Galaxy Eyes XYZ except for this one. This one goes last. But this one can pop a monster basically, well, card face up, and this one can attack twice against monsters, which is really good. They both have 4,000, which gets over a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then for the final card is a fusion, Blue Eyes Twin Burst. I go into this card actually a little bit often, but only against like decks that are more battle reliant, like cards that have higher attack. Like most the time when I'm in a mirror match, I'll go into this and attack like a Chaos, the Chaos Max Dragon, and then it'll be banished and such. And this card, I really do like it though. I was running it at 2 for a while, but I never really went into it twice. And And yeah, that covers up my modern 2017 Blue Eyes deck profile.